What's up, YouTube world and Sea-Doo lovers? That's right, I'm about to change out the hook. I got the regular U hook that came on my GTI. Yeah, I've already complained about it. I'll show you up above on my 5 things I hate. It's one of the things that I do hate. So I am finally switching it to the J hook. So I'm doing a few different things. I just added a little aftermarket depth finder. That's sealing in place, so I'll show you guys that, give my review on it. But just want to do a quick look at how you do that. And so really, actually I'll even take the GoPro out to give you guys a better view. You can see right in here, you can see my wrenches on it. I honestly can't even see it. Now you could probably get a better view if you took this whole plastic assembly piece off and then removed this, dropped it down. I personally think that is a lot just for 2 bolts that, you know, I already half unscrewed one in about 10 seconds and I can't even see it. So I wouldn't bother, just do it blindly. But you can see probably better than me because I don't even know what it looks like back there, but I felt it. You got the 2 bolts and we're just going to take those off and throw the new one in. So let's do it. Now here comes the not so fun part of just continuing to feel around. I will say the other thing is just feeling around in there, at least on the left side. The right side will probably be better, but I have like an exhaust pipe that's going on the left side, so I literally only have about that much play to grab it, pull it down, grab it, pull it down. So it's going to be kind of a pain on the left side probably for the GTIs, but at least the right side I'm going to have full range, so it should go a little quicker. All right. Alright, bolt is off and washer. Alright, so a few things that I want to say about this little thing. One, I am using a wrench and 13 millimeter is what worked for me. I just kind of guessed until I got it. It was pretty quick. So 13 millimeter. You can probably use a socket. Just judging. Yeah, I mean we'll see, but I think you can use a socket. It's hard to see from there. There's not a lot of room back there, but it should be able to work. Number 2, while you're doing this, be mindful there is a washer and even the bolt. As you get to the end, kind of just try to do it by hand so you can catch it. You don't want it falling down and then rolling all the way to the center of the ski. It is going to be a pain if it's right at the bottom. You know, we got magnets and stuff, but still, you just don't want to do it. So that's a couple of things to be careful of. These 2 things, don't let them get loose. Know that you can use a socket. And it probably took me about 2 minutes to do that by hand with the wrench. Obviously, I just skipped right forward. So, and the other thing I was going to say, well, no, never mind. Let's just get to it. Do the other side and check it out. All right, stepping over here and old SK. Maybe I should put the D on the end, old SK, because I kind of hurt myself moving the ski the other day. But as you can see, I'm up, moving around, getting back at it, so that's a good thing. So move this and go ahead and ratchet this side, or take off the bolt I should say. And yeah, this side I have maybe 4 times more room, probably about that much to turn. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and I'll jump forward because you can't see me turning it, so why even have the camera rolling? Alright, so that one took me about the same amount of time, probably because I had to do it left-handed and I'm righty. So even though I had the more space, it still took about 2 minutes. That said, we are all set to go ahead and put the other one in. And I will say I probably would have used a socket too, but as you can see, my grill, mini grill, and seat are covering my bench where all the stuff is. And I will bring my socket set with me on vacation, but for tonight I didn't want to bother. So, all right, so you can see that. So a socket should be able to fit down there no problem. Well, let's get our trusty J-hook here. Sea-Doo. This was about 35 bucks on Amazon. I will try to put the link in the description below. And I'm going to go ahead and assume that I still want it the same way. So go ahead and nice tight fit there. Alright, washer's back on. And slide it back in. And that is pretty much it. Of course, I need to go put the bolts on the backside, but I mean, you know how that's going to go. And then we're pretty much all set to rock and roll. And this thing is going to be really nice because obviously our tube, well, it's buried back there, but it has the quick connect on it. But this never does, so we always have to run our 60-foot rope through this, wind it out, and it's like when you have one person sitting on the ski driving, one person on the back, you have the other person down there, you know, on the tube waiting and stuff or whatever. It's just a lot. So this is going to probably save us 5 minutes easily every time we go to start tubing for the first time. So, and then also we had to pull a boat in, a jet ski, because it broke down. And again, they were out there, you know, it was a lake, it was a nice day, so no problem. But if it wasn't, they were sitting there for 5-6 minutes while everyone had to prep the rope and everything, versus just being able to toss it right on and go. So great thing. Glad I got the J-hook. I'll try to show a video of me tubing.
Oh shit! How I stayed on, I don't know. Woo!
If not, check out my channel. Make sure you're subscribing because I have tons of tubing videos, jet ski videos, paintball videos, everything. SK Lifestyle. Appreciate you guys watching. See you guys on the lake. And final tip, it's an easy job, but take your time because it is a fiberglass hull and there is a lot of stuff back there. So you don't want to start breaking any tubing or pipes, and you don't want to crack your hull because you got a really heavy metal object in there that you're banging around. So be careful. Have fun out in the water.